Hello, welcome to my channel. We are heading towards Mumbai International Airport Terminal 2. I am traveling to Philippines from Mumbai via Vietnam, from Vietnam Airlines. As I have a layover at Hanoi, Vietnam for a day, so we'll explore Hanoi for one day. I am happy as my friend is coming to drop me off to airport. As with my friend, his cute little son Munitva too coming to airport. Welcome to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport Terminal 2, Mumbai. First, I am going to collect our boarding pass and after that security and immigration process. Immigration and security cleared very smooth and easy, as not a single question was asked at immigration. Make sure you carry proper documentation for smooth process. Now enjoy the vibe of Mumbai International Airport Terminal 2. Before heading towards boarding gate, there are airport lounge where you can chill, relax, have some food and drinks. There are some duty-free shops too, where you can shop for your loved ones. Now I am heading towards the gate 77. My flight is VN 972, Vietnam Airlines to Hanoi. Flight departs at 11:10 p.m. from Mumbai and will land Hanoi around 5:25 a.m. We had layover at Hanoi for almost 19 hours. Then around 12:20 a.m. my flight will depart from Hanoi and will land in Manila at 4:20 a.m. Indian citizens require a visa to enter Vietnam, with the most convenient option being the Vietnam e-visa, valid for up to 90 days, single/multiple entry. Apply online at the official visa portal for $25 to $50 USD. Processing takes roughly 3 to 15 working days. Passport with 6+ months validity is required. Vietnam National Electronic Visa System. Now boarding has started. As good to know there is no delay and my flight is right on time. As the first impression, Vietnam Airlines was very good and premium too. It has business class too. They provide blanket, pillows, earplugs, headphones too. My ticket price Mumbai to Manila round trip cost approximately $275 with layover at Hanoi. As boarding completed on time, now it's time to take off from the main runway. Flight is about to take off. Now enjoy the takeoff view of Mumbai from the flight. See the Mumbai at night, hope you enjoy. let's have some fun. Vietnam Airlines has inbuilt entertainment system. We can play games, watch movies, listen music, and see live navigation too. After 1.5 hours, they provide us with food. As food is included in ticket price, no need to pay extra. But as per our convenience regarding food, we must select when we book the tickets. They have options of vegetarian meal, vegetarian Hindu meal, non-veg meal, and specially they provide special Jain meal too. They also provide us with soft as well as hard drinks too. But we must book Jain meal in advance when we book the ticket and select meal. Hanoi from the sky. Now enjoy landing at Hanoi Airport. Welcome to Mumbai International Terminal 2 Hanoi. Landed on time at Hanoi Airport. Immigration cleared smoothly. Not a single question asked. As in Hanoi, my hotel was just 10 minutes walk from the airport, so I decided not to take cab. Instead, I decided to walk, as climate was bit cool and morning walk seems healthy and feel fresh too.
Hi.
Two back for you, yeah. You go here. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Hot Wi-Fi. And Wi-Fi outlook here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
so much.
This is my room for today. It cost around $10 to $12 for 2 people for 1 day. The name of the hotel is HD House Hotel Noi Bai, and it is just 10 to 15 minutes walk from airport. And the complete details of the hotel will give in description. Now it's 1:30 p.m. After a long sleep, we are going to explore Hanoi. For that, we booked a cab to Old Quarters. As all tourist attractions are near to Old Quarters and they are at walkable distance too. Cab we had booked from Grab, which cost us around $12. Quarter. Hanoi's Old Quarter is a bustling, historic, and chaotic neighborhood known as the heart of the city, featuring narrow streets, 36 traditional craft streets, and French colonial architecture. Centered near Hon Kim Lake, it offers iconic street food, egg coffee, night markets, and landmarks like St. Joseph's Cathedral. Now you just sit and enjoy ride.
Sol y arena, oh so bright, baila conmigo toda la night. El ritmo suena, can you feel? Move your body, it's so real. Vuélvete loco, don't stop now. Sigue el ritmo, I'll show you how. Fuego en el aire, burning high, feel the heat bajo el sky. Baila, baila, sin parar. Shake your body, shine like stars. Baila, baila, en el mar. Keep it going, no queda igual. Luna llena, shining down. Pies descalzos on the ground. Latido fuerte, boom, boom, boom. Take me higher, feel the zoom. Ooh, yeah. Break it down, feel the sway. Cerca de mí, don't run away. Tempo beats, let's ignite.
Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, is known for its centuries-old architecture and a rich culture with Southeast Asian, Chinese, and French influences. At its heart is the chaotic Old Quarter, where the narrow streets are roughly arranged by trade. There are many little temples, including Bac Ma, honoring a legendary horse, plus Dong Xuan Market, selling household goods and street food.
Break it down, feel the sway. Cerca de mí, don't run away. Tempo beats, let's ignite. Dance with me through the night. Baila, baila, sin parar. Shake your body, shine like stars. Baila, baila, en el mar. Keep it going, no queda igual. No queda más, no queda igual, no queda igual.
As it was afternoon and I was hungry, so I decided to have food before exploring city. So I found this pure vegetarian and specially Jain food restaurant. This restaurant name is Ram Krishna, which is located in Old Quarters. All vegetarian and Jain food options available here. You can pause the video and see the price of the food according to your convenience. I had ordered Jain Paneer butter masala, butter naan and buttermilk. Let's taste how's it and after I'll let you know. Finally, after having a lunch, I went to explore old quarters. By the way, food was awesome, and it tastes much better than expected. Feels like I am having food in India only. As the lunch was very heavy, I have decided to walk and explore as all tourist attractions was nearby and at a walkable distance. Key features and highlights of old quarters. The 36 streets. Narrow streets featuring traditional tube houses, packed with shops, cafes, and hidden eateries. Famous streets: Hang Bak, silver; Hang Gai, silk; Hang Ma, paper goods; and Ta Hien, known for beer street/nightlife. Key landmarks: Bak Ma Temple, the oldest temple, and Dong Xian Market, a large covered market. Atmosphere: a lively, chaotic mix of scooters, pedestrians, and street vendors, particularly busy on weekends. Activities: exploring the street food scene, enjoying egg coffee, shopping for souvenirs, and visiting the train street area. At this point, you can click photos and videos. There are cafes and bars nearby where you can sit, chill, relax with a glass of a beer. There are money exchanges, ATM, cafes, restaurants, shops to buy your souvenir, everything at this walkable distance. Now it's time to visit first tourist attraction named St. Joseph's Cathedral. It's a church and it's 10 to 15 minutes walk from the restaurant we had lunch. After 15 minutes of walk, finally I reached at St. Joseph's Cathedral.
St. Joseph's Cathedral, Vietnamese, nhà thờ lớn Hà Nội Lit.
Grand Cathedral of Hanoi, Natho Chin Toa Tan Jus, French, Cathedral St. Joseph de Hanoi, is a Catholic church on Nha Trang Street, in the Hon Kim district of Hanoi, Vietnam. It is a late 19th century Gothic revival, neo-Gothic style church that serves as the cathedral of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Hanoi. The cathedral is named after Joseph, the patron saint of Vietnam. Construction began in 1884, with an architectural style resembling the Notre Dame de Paris. The church was one of the first structures built by the colonial government of French Indochina when it opened in December 1886 and is the oldest church in Hanoi. 1. Mass is celebrated in the cathedral several times during the day. For the Sunday Mass at 6 p.m., large crowds spill out into the streets. Prayers and hymns are broadcast to the plaza outside. Catholics who are unable to enter the cathedral congregate in the street and listen to hymns. Now let's go inside the church. It's completely free to visit St. Joseph's Cathedral, but it's not open 24 hours. The visiting hours of church is morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and later 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the evening daily. So plan accordingly. You can click beautiful photos and video too. Every location of the church is beautiful and religious. Whether it's inside or outside the church, but inside the church, please turn off the flashlights and sound of your phone or camera. Keep silence so other who came to pray do not get disturbed. Let's talk about the interiors of the church. Windows are fitted with tall stained glass and have pointed arches. 5. The cathedral's stained glass windows were produced in France before being transported to Vietnam. 18. The ceiling is rib-vaulted like those seen in medieval Europe. The nave is weathered, while the sanctuary is made of polished gilt-trimmed wood, similar to that of Fat Diem Cathedral, and has architectural embellishments in the traditional imperial style. A statue of the Virgin Mary is kept in a palanquin according to local custom, which is seen to the left of the nave. A pipe organ designed by the Belgian craftsman Guido Schumacher was installed in the cathedral on November 23, 2022, as part of a cultural exchange project between Itami in Japan and Hasselt in Belgium. The instrument has 1,850 pipes. 23. Now let's learn the history about the church. In November 1873, acting in support of the French trader Jean Dupuy, French troops under the command of Lieutenant Francis Garnier captured the Hanoi citadel, before conquering the rest of the city. A decade passed before the colonists gained full control of Hanoi due to rebel insurgencies. 7. Construction of the cathedral most likely started after this time, and it was completed in December 1886. 8. A year before the Federation of French Indochina was established as part of its colonial empire. 9. It was built by the French missionary and apostolic vicar of West Tonkin Paul-François Puginier, who obtained permission from the colonial French administration. 5. 10. It was built on the abandoned Site 11 of Bao Thien Pagoda. 12. This location was part of an administrative center of Tonkin before the French colonial era. 13. In order to facilitate the construction of the church, the ruins of the pagoda, which was built when the city was founded by the 11th century Lai dynasty and had collapsed in 1542, never to be repaired, were cleared. 12. 14. The cathedral was consecrated on December 24, 1886. 14. After the Viet Minh took control of North Vietnam following the Geneva Accords in 1954, the Catholic Church suffered decades of persecution. Priests were arrested and church property was seized and expropriated. 15. St. Joseph's Cathedral was not spared. It was closed down until Christmas Eve of 1990, when Mass was permitted to be celebrated there again. 16. In 2008, protests related to religious symbols occurred at the lot next to the cathedral. 17. Now let's see about exterior. Built with stone slabs and in brick with concrete facing, the facade consists of 2 towers, square in shape, rising to a height of 103 feet, 31 meters, with each tower fitted with 5 bells. 2, 5. The cathedral was built in a Gothic Revival neo-Gothic style. 18. The twin bell towers have often drawn comparison to those at Notre Dame de Paris. Wink with a frown. 19. The architects of St. Joseph's sought to emulate its Parisian counterpart. 1. The exterior walls of the church are made of granite stone slabs. 20. Over the years, the cathedral's exterior has become severely worn down due to heavy pollution. 16. 21. In response, the cathedral underwent major renovation works between July 2020 and May 2022, restoring its external appearance and structural integrity. Now let's learn final part geography of this church. The cathedral is situated west of Hon Kim Lake, 3 in a small square within the Old Quarter, located at the end of the Natho Street and the corner of Na Chung Street. 4 is an upscale market area with boutiques and silks, popular with tourists. 5 as well as restaurants and small apartment blocks. 6. The cathedral is also the headquarters of Archdiocese of Vietnam. It controls over 480 churches and chapels and 113 parishes, and serves 400,000 Catholics. After visiting church, I am heading to second tourist attraction called ngoc Sun Temple. This tourist attraction is 15 minutes walk from the church. There are also the city tour bus, which you can book online or offline by visiting this place. This bus covers famous tourist spot. This bus cost between $6 to $8. Now we have reached famous Ngoc Sun Temple, a sacred site in the heart of Hanoi. The entrance fee for Ngoc Sun Temple in Hanoi is typically $1.20 per adult. The temple is open daily from 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and entry is free for children under 15. Let's talk about the history of this temple. The temple was built in early 19th century, originally dedicated to 3 sages Wanchang Dijuan, Guan Yu, and Lu Dongbin. At some point, the national hero Tran Hung Dao was incorporated into the temple. 1. From the shore, the Huck Bridge, called the Huck, leads to the islet. Buildings of the temple include the Thap But, the Pen Tower, the Dai Engian, Ink Slab, the Dac Noyet, Moon Contemplation Pavilion, and the Din Tran Ba, Pavilion Against Waves, all of which have symbolic meaning. Let's talk about the magical bridge. The Huck Bridge. The bridge is considered a sun god symbol, named after the phrase, where sunlight beams in the early morning. When you visit the bridge in the morning, you may take advantage of the early sunlight and cool breezes in the heart of the vast lake. The Huck Bridge, called the Huck, meaning morning sunlight bridge, is a vibrant red, wooden bridge connecting Hon Kim Lake's shore to the Ngoc Sun Temple in Hanoi. Built in a curved, shrimp-like style, this iconic spot offers scenic views, photo opportunities, and access to the temple island for a fee. After visiting temple, I am going to the most famous street in Hanoi called the Train Street. The distance between Temple and Train Street is approximately 15 minutes to 20 minutes by walk. so I decided to walk and explore more while going to Train Street. While going to the Train Street, you can also enjoy shopping, and if you are tired, you can get massage too. There are many massage parlors on the street with cafes, restaurant too. After a long walk, finally reached at famous Train Street, Hanoi. Let's talk about Train Street. Hanoi Train Street is a famous, narrow residential street located along the railway line, mainly between Tran Phu and Phung Hung in the Old Quarter, where cafes line the tracks, allowing visitors to sit inches away from passing trains. Due to safety, visitors must use a cafe to gain access. Train Street or Railway Street, Vietnamese. Pho Duong Tao Hanoi. One is a narrow train bypass in Hanoi which several times daily sees a train pass close to buildings on either side of the tracks. The width of the train takes up nearly the entirety of the Train Street. 2. It is situated along the alley of 224 Le Duan Street, specifically along Dien Bien Phu and Phung Hung Streets, and the main Hanoi railway station. The track was built by the French in 1902 and is still an active rail line as of 2026. 3. The train passes several times daily on the single track line running north out of Hanoi railway station, thus not the rail line between Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City in the south. 2. Residents living alongside the tracks clear their belongings from the narrow space when trains approach. Often during other times, they use the space for daily activities, like drinking tea and playing board games. 4. A writer on the Hanoi Old Quarter travel website wrote, Hanoi Train Street encapsulates an extraordinary portrait of local life, a real-time illustration where trains routinely coalesce with the rhythm of resident sources of pride and heritage. Let's talk about the tourism and safety concern regarding the Train Street. The street developed into a tourist destination in Hanoi before local authorities closed it to visitors in October 2019, citing safety concerns. Tourists would often stop and take pictures to post on social media along the narrow alley. The area includes cafes and homes, but local officials have also reported concerns about unauthorized residents and drug use in the vicinity. 7. The overcrowded street caused the need to reroute a local train on October 6, 2019, prompting the closure. Local cafes have sprung up to serve the bustling tourist trade along the street, and owners are concerned over the loss of business the closure will bring. 8. The VN Express newspaper cites a train driver that has had 3 close calls with tourists on the tracks, one stopping only meters from the woman who was taking pictures of the train. 9. Safety concerns have increased in recent years as tourism has grown. Train drivers have reported making emergency stops when visitors did not clear the tracks despite warnings. On June 18, 2024, a viral video showed a woman risking her life by jumping onto the track to pose for a picture before she was rescued by a bystander. 10. In another incident, an unidentified South Korean tourist survived being hit by a train. 11. In October 2019, Vietnamese government directed businesses along the train track to close and implemented barriers and police presence to restrict tourist access to the street. 8. This prompted thousands of complaints on social media and negatively affected local tourist businesses. 3. The Train Street reopened in early 2023 for tourists. 12 visitors frequently gather at locations including the intersection at the north side near P.Tran, Phu close to Old Quarter, or south side near Ing Point 222 de Lu Duan. Both sides are crowded with local cafes on sides indicating the train timetable. Tourists could also request train passing by time from cafe in advance. Usually there are around 7 trains passing by from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. 13. Hanoi Train Street has seen a growth in local businesses since it became popular with world tourists. As the number of visitors increased, many residents around the area turned their houses into businesses for selling drinks, food, and handmade souvenirs. Many small cafes populate the street, including Café Duong Tao and Café Jie Dong Hong. 14. The railway line that runs along the North-South Railway was built by the French in 1902 during their colonial rule of Vietnam. For Hanoi, Train Street was originally home to railway workers and their families since 1956. Houses around the area were built as collective housing for the employees. In recent years, the street attracted widespread recognition and eventually became a tourist attraction, with various cafes and small businesses along the street. 15. Tourists can safely watch the train from the outdoor seating areas of the local cafes. Owners will typically move their stools closer to the wall and advise patrons to do so as the train approaches. Many will also post train times on chalkboards in their establishments. After Train Street is the time to head back to hotel, take a rest, and then back to airport. As my flight to Manila is 12:10 a.m.
Don't run away, boys. Let's ignite. Dance with me through the night. Baila, baila, sin parar. Shake your body, shine like stars. Baila, baila, baila. En el mar, keep it going, no queda igual. Go get it, mami. Go get it, whoa. No queda igual.
Fairly after a small nap and was tired by walking, so I decided to take cab to airport, which cost around $2 to $3. Reached airport in just 5 to 6 minutes. Now see you after immigration. Immigration was smooth and easy, not a single question asked. After immigration, you can shop in duty-free, eat, have some coffee. As you can see, this is me, very tired and exhausted. Maybe before takeoff, I am sure I am going to sleep. As our boarding has started on time, there is no delay in flight, thank God. On time flight, this is Vietnam Airlines VN 647 from Hanoi, Noi Bai Terminal 2 to Manila, Ninoy Aquino Terminal 1. Flight duration is 3 hours. It will take off from Hanoi at 12:20 a.m. and will land in Manila around 4:20 a.m. Finally landed in Manila, Ninoy Aquino Terminal 1 at 4:20 a.m. Welcome to Manila, Philippines. See you after immigration, and we'll let you know how was the immigration. As immigration was pretty smooth and fast. Not a single question was asked. The immigration lady officer was too sweet and polite and said welcome to Philippines. But make sure to carry proper documents, hotel booking, ETA, it means travel form, and return ticket too. Manila Airport provide free shuttle services within the Terminal 1, 2, 3. As I am traveling to Puerto Princesa. Puerto Princesa is an island in Philippines. For that I had to take shuttle to Terminal 3. My flight is Cebu Pacific 5J 635 from Manila Airport Terminal 3. The flight will take off at 9:54 a.m. and will land in Puerto Princesa at 11:27 a.m. Flight will take around 1 hour 35 minutes. Welcome once again to Philippines. The Philippines, officially the Republic of the Philippines, G is an archipelagic country in Southeast Asia. Located in the Western Pacific Ocean, it consists of about 7,641 islands, with a total area of about 300,000 square kilometers, which are broadly categorized in 3 main geographical divisions from north to south: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. With a population of over 112 million, it is the world's 14th most populous country. Visa for Philippines. Indian nationals visiting the Philippines for tourism or business can enter visa-free for up to 14 days. But they need to carry ETA, that is travel form, which can be filled 2 or 3 days before departure. If you are planning to stay in Philippines for more than 14 days, the documents are as follows. Requirements for visa. Passport. Valid for at least 6 months beyond intended stay. Photos. 1 recent passport-size photo, white background. Proof of finance. Bank statements for the last 6 months. Tickets. Confirmed return or onward flight ticket. Hotel booking. Proof of accommodation. E-travel registration. All travelers must register at eTravel.gov.ph within 72 hours of arrival.
Visa fees e-visa.
9A single entry, 3-month RS. 6,240. 9A multiple entries, 6-month RS. 10,080. 9A multiple entries, 12-month RS. 13,920. Application process. Online. Apply through the official eVisa PH portal. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.